Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, May 11th, 2023, and it is time for a drive and talk. I'm feeling much better today. That migraine that I had was so incredibly bad. It was probably one of the worst I've ever had. I was sitting in the dark for most of the day, or trying to sleep, because it was wicked. But I get them every year around this time. And I get them in the fall, and it's just a thing. But I'm better today. So I was thinking this morning about, well, first of all, let me back up. I'm kind of a history fan. I wouldn't say I'm a history buff. You know, it's not that I like I eat and breathe and live history continuously 24/7 like some people do. I am not that person. But I am very curious about history, so I'm often researching just random things from history because they pop into my head, and I ask the question, why? Why did this happen? And I'll look into it, and that's kind of my relationship with history. And I was thinking this morning about all the different times that I've researched why a particular nation ceased to exist, like Rome, and like the Han Dynasty from China, and things like that. Okay, why did these civilizations rise, thrive, and then fall? And the conclusion that I've always come to is there seems to be like a natural ebb and flow to civilization, where a civilization reaches the height of its culture, the height of its language, its writings, its arts, its music. It reaches a height where it's like at the pinnacle of what it can be, and then something comes in to corrupt it. You see that really clearly in Rome. It really was an internal degradation, and the fact that it spread itself out so far and wide that it couldn't really manage all the territory that it took over. But there was this, it was like a black, oily evil, for a lack of a better word, kind of just slipped over that empire, and it's everything degraded. I mean, at the end of the Roman existence, they had gladiators that were like killing each other in arenas for entertainment. I mean, that's how depraved that culture had gotten. And I started thinking about the United States of America and wondering if we already had hit our peak. Did we hit our peak and we're slowly but surely just decaying from the inside out? Is that where we're at? Because we certainly aren't unified. We certainly aren't at the height of our culture as far as like music and the arts goes. We're seeing a steady decline in people's interest in being educated. We're seeing a much greater interest in people just keeping themselves entertained. And I don't know about you, but with everything that's been happening in our country, with all different kinds of mass killings, whether it be shootings or people running over each other with cars and stuff, I think that 20 years ago, I would have been so shocked and so horrified. I remember how shocked and horrified I was on 9/11. I was absolutely shocked and horrified. It was awful. I'm having a hard time being shocked and horrified by the things that I'm seeing on the news these days. I did feel a little bit shocked and horrified when I heard about that car that ran over like the 16 people down in Texas. That like really rattled me, but only for a moment, and then I let it go. It's like I feel like we're so desensitized and we're so egocentric right now in our country. So angry, so divided. Have we gone past that peak? Are we on our way out? Is our country on the verge of failing? Are we going to be like Rome? I don't know, man. So everybody, try to elevate yourself through your behavior, through your principles. Try to encourage that with the young people around you. You know, try to help people see that, you know, keeping your mind set on things that are higher is a much better way to go. And there's so much that can be gained from personal accountability and just being an honorable person. You know, try to exude that in this world, in this country especially, that seems to be getting darker and darker. You know, I'm discouraged about the lack of light in this country right now. I am. I mean, I know that there's bright lights all over the place, but man, it's getting harder and harder for me to see it, you know. Feeling discouraged about that. So help me by just being the absolute best person that you can be. Selfless, compassionate, full of light, full of love. And let's try to elevate what we can around us. And if each one of us does that, you know, maybe we can bring about a change and stop this like domino effect of calamity from continuing. Okay? I love you guys. I hope you all have an amazing day, and I will talk to you again soon. Okay, bye-bye.